What are my calorie needs? We've talked a lot at this point about calories in versus calories out, but it's all well and good knowing the theory behind how to create a calorie deficit or be in calorie maintenance, for example. But we do need to know what our personal calorie requirements are as well, don't we? And that's exactly what we're going to go over in this very video. Now, what we're going to go through here is a quick start way to work out your daily/weekly calorie needs. There are more sophisticated ways to do this as well, and you can head over to the Synergy Fitness website and use my calorie calculator on there if you wish to get a bit more of an accurate working out of your personal calorie requirement. But for now, we'll be focusing on a quicker, more simplified method to get you up and running. It is, however, important for me to say at this point that whatever method you use to calculate your calories, there will always be a margin of error, but it's a base to work from, and if your weight isn't coming down, then tweaks will need to be made to what you're doing. In other words, reducing your calorie allowance further or increasing your activity levels, because if you're not losing weight, it will most likely be because of one or other of those reasons. But there's also a bit more to it than just eating less and moving more, like I said in a previous video. Other factors that play a role in deciding what your caloric requirements are depend on age. Aging slows us down, if we allow it, to an extent. Exercise, the duration, intensity and format of the exercise that we do. Occupation, are you desk bound or are you on your feet most of the day? Lifestyle, do you have a more sedentary lifestyle? You might be a book reader, a TV watcher, or are you generally more active, a walker, a runner? Do you play lots of sport? Genetics, some people do just burn more calories than others. Medication, do you take medications that cause weight gain? Prescribed steroids, etc. Sleep, do you get enough? What impact does a lack of sleep have on your hunger levels? And body composition, our individual height and weight stats do make a difference. So, a quick rough and ready method for working out your calories is to use the above calculation. And what you do here is multiply your current body weight in pounds by 14 or 16, and this will give you your weight maintenance calorie requirement that is specific to your current weight. If you're not very active, choose to multiply by 14. If you're more active, choose 16. Whereas to diet, you'll times your body weight in pounds times 10 or 12. Again, the less active you are, the lower the number to multiply by. So to recap that, if you are active, start at the higher end. If you are inactive, start at the lower end. So the example shown here is for a 145 pound or 70 kg 11 stone person. So I times 154 by 10, and that equals 1,540 calories. Or I'd times it by 12 if I'm more active, and that's 1,848 calories. So roughly, for a 70 kg person, male or female, to lose weight, if they're non-active, they aim for 1,540 calories per day, or 10,780 for the week, or 1,848 per day, which is 12,936 per week if they're more active. And this will work, provided you adhere to it and remember to carry this through to the weekends too, because if you're dieting well Monday to Friday and then you loosen off too much at the weekend, all that hard work between Monday and Friday will be lost, just like I talked about in a previous video. So now it's about doing. Once you've worked out the number of calories you need per day, you'll want to put this all into practice because you need to know if the number you've arrived at is correct or not. And there are a number of ways to do this. Option 1 is to track your diet and daily weight changes for 2 weeks and see if there are any changes. If there isn't, you're either not as active as you thought you were, your calculation is not quite right and needs adjusting, or you might be underreporting, which is a whole video I'll be going through later in the course, as that's quite a common one. Thinking, and dare I say it, believing we are eating less than we actually are. Don't sweat it though if you think right now the thought of tracking all your food and weight is off-putting and you don't want to be doing that. That's fine. There are other ways of doing this, which I'll go through in other videos. But for some of you, this might be a really good place to start. So to recap, as I mentioned before, you can use an online calorie calculator. Well, the simplest method is to do the multiplication of your body weight method as demonstrated in the previous slide. So there you go, a quick look at how to know what your calorie needs are so that it is specific to you, because this is what this is all about. And whilst I don't want to necessarily go bashing things like Weight Watchers and Herbalife too much, as their methods will work for some, but they absolutely won't work for all. But we only ever see the success stories with these, right? And rarely the after. And in my experience, I'm yet to meet anyone that's done a Herbalife plan or Weight Watchers et al. And are doing it and being successful at it long term. It works for a while, but not forever. So bear that in mind, guys, when considering these types of services. With this course, I really believe this will help set you up for life. So please keep watching and engaging fully with the content I'm providing you with. See you on the next video.